I had a client, like they would pop in, hey, let's start working together. Bet. They had me sign an NDA, my G. I just knew I had this. We talking every single day, whether it's email, whether it's call, whether it's text, whether it's in Asana, whatever. We keeping in constant communication, and we came up with the terms of the projects and everything like that. And they ghosted me. I blocked that motherfucker so fast, bro. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Durrell back in this video. Today we're gonna figure out, is graphic design the right career for you in 2025? So stay tuned to check it out. Peace. All right, so a little bit about my background. I've been an artist my entire life. I can remember drawing at the age of 3, man. I was obsessed with drawing. My parents used to hand me a pencil and paper, and I would be drawing Ninja Turtles and just stuff like that. I was obsessed with it. And the best thing about my parents, they always encouraged it, and they allowed me to be just creative and just draw what I wanted to draw. So I carried that my entire life, and eventually I graduated from high school and I went to college, and that's when I was introduced to graphic design, and my entire life changed. One thing that I've really learned about this career is it can be very fulfilling, but there are some pros and some cons to this, and we're gonna talk about it today. So let's get started. One of the pros, designers are always in high demand, whether it's a small brand looking for a refresh or trying to stand out amongst this crowded community that we got, or it's a big corporation looking to refresh its logos. You're the one designing it, you're the one bringing it to life, and these visuals and these projects that people see, you can put your stamp on it. You can let people know, this is what I did. I created this from scratch. I brought this to the world when no one else had the idea, or I made it as best as I could. You feel me? Like, being able to say that and it being your work and it being your experiences, that's amazing. The industry is still booming. Regardless of what you see with AI and all that stuff, the industry is still booming. I still see jobs every day, people looking for graphic designers. So I know it's still cracking out here. You feel me? There's no shortage of opportunities to showcase your vision. You just gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta continue to put the work in and continue to get your skills right. But the main thing, keep refining your design style, because there is an audience out there that needs you, and they're gonna hire you because of your experience, because of the unique design style that you bring to the table. Another pro, remote opportunities. The days of being locked at the office is over, my G. It's a wrap. As a designer, you literally can work from anywhere. You know, one day I might hit up a coffee shop. The next day, I might hit up a Starbucks. I might hit up a diner. I might go to the beach if they got Wi-Fi. Like, you can literally work from anywhere. You know, I got clients that still don't know I moved to San Diego. They still don't know it. I don't feel the need to tell them, because the work that I'm sending them is as good, if not better, than it's always been. It's crazy because one of my main clients didn't know I moved to San Diego until last month, and I've been here a year. They had no idea. So I could be on Mars as long as I got Wi-Fi, as long as I can get an email back at the amount of time that they need it, it don't matter. And that's dope to me. That's amazing. I can remember being stuck in the office wishing I could leave. I can remember being trapped in these offices with a bunch of people I really don't want to talk to. You feel me? Wishing I could just leave and be somewhere else. Now I ain't got to worry about that. There's multiple opportunities out there. There's multiple places that are just looking for designers to knock out their work, and you ain't never got to meet them in person. You can do it over video. As long as you get the work done, who cares? The next pro, creative freedom. All right, so graphic design gives you the ultimate outlet to flex your creativity every single day. If you're in the right place, at most jobs, you're not working on the same project every day. You're not stuck thinking one way every single day. You're not stuck just pressing buttons or entering information over here or whatever. Nah, like, you could be working on a logo today and then be working on a flyer tomorrow and then be working on a website after that. It's a lot. You're always learning something. You're always updating your portfolio. You're always thinking of ways to create something new in a different way. And that's one of the main things that I appreciate about this journey. You get to experiment, you get to push boundaries, whether it's blending colors to tell a story, or reworking a website, or reworking a layout, or just choosing the right typeface. It just changes, you know, and you get to set the tone. Every decision, every design decision reflects your vision at that moment. And while at the same time it's a collaboration, you're still the one crafting something that aligns with the client's goals or the project purpose. One thing about graphic design, it's a perfect balance of artistry and problem solving. And I think that's what's always made me feel like at home with it. I like to solve problems, but I also like to be creative. And in this field, you get a lot of that. Another pro in graphic design, no two projects are alike. And that's what makes this shit so exciting for me. One day I could be designing a logo. The next day I could be designing a flyer. a banner. I could be putting together a marketing campaign for a law office. It's really, really different. And I think that's something that makes me excited every day to work as a graphic designer for 18 years. I've never really worked on the same project unless I was making revisions or something like that. But even then, it was just bam, knocked out onto the next thing. Sometimes you might work in industries that you never even thought you would. I never thought I would be working with an entire law office. 17 different lawyers came to me to work on their websites, and every last one of them looked different. Some of them even wanted logos, and none of them looked the same. It was insane. So I never even imagined that. I thought I would always just be stuck working with like local rappers or stuck in streetwear or something like that. But I started working with law offices, and then I moved over to restaurants, and then I moved over to tech entrepreneurs and stuff like that. It was just like, that's crazy. And it sparked my brain and be like, damn, I can't be universal with this damn thing. No, and at that point, each project was a chance to just explore and just see what I can create and see where I can expand. I started cooking, bro. I was like, I'm never doing the same thing ever in life, ever. I love this career so much just because of that alone. Another pro, you're constantly learning. Graphic design is a field where you never truly feel like you arrive. You're never in your prime. Like in basketball or football, they have a set window, a prime window, you know, from 24 to like 31 is their prime. You don't get that in graphic design. You always creating something new. You're always learning something new. There's always a new technology for you to learn. There's always a new discipline for you to learn, a new technique for you to learn. That's so fire to me. If you're not leveling up and growing and attacking trends and stuff like that, it's because you don't want to. It's not because you got injured and couldn't. No, it's because you didn't want to, because you got the examples out there, you got the inspiration out there, and now even more with YouTube, you got the tutorials to help you get it done. So at that point, it's on you. Especially with the new technology with AI and making things faster and processing faster and shit being smarter, and it takes some of the thinking out of this. Like, there's no excuse on why you don't expand as a designer. And I love the no excuse bullshit. Because if I'm gonna do something, I'm not gonna get in my own way. Even if I suck at it, I'm still gonna try it. And I know I don't have to show the world that I tried it, but as long as I know I tried it and I did my best, it is what it is. Other than that, fuck it. But anyway, let's get on to these cons. Pricing. Let's keep it a buck, man. Some people think you disappear, you press a button, and the design is there. They think you're just dragging and dropping in a template. They don't see the work that you put in behind the scenes. They think Canva done did all the work. They think you put a filter over something and called it a day. You know, you'll come across clients who expect champagne quality on a Sprite budget. Come on, bro. Well, they have no idea what goes into the design process, and it's frustrating. And that's kind of frustrating with AI as well, because you literally can just type in a prompt and it'll create it, right? But true graphic designers can't be replaced, because that prompt ain't gonna make sure your design is clean. It's not gonna give you the files broken up into individual pieces. And when it does, what are you gonna do with it? If you don't know what you're doing, you still need a designer to help walk you through the process. You still need a designer to be the middleman in between that. And another thing, man, it's frustrating when you have to fight for your worth. You got to keep explaining your skills over time to people who don't understand the point of your skill set. And, you know, especially when you didn't put in all this work, you didn't did all this research, and you got these career highlights, and you got all these accolades and all that, and you still have to stand there and explain to somebody who ain't done half of the work or an ounce of the work that you do why your skills are still worth the value that you think they are. That sucks. You know, at the end of the day, a creative expertise is an investment. It's not just a line item. Stand firm on your skill set, stand firm on your beliefs, and get what you deserve out this. You know, because if you don't, they're gonna run over you, and you're gonna be mad that you let them run over you. And you're gonna be mad at yourself that you didn't stand up for yourself. And it's gonna eat at you. Who wants that? I don't want that. I don't want that for you. You shouldn't want that for you or me. Another con, burnout. A lot of clients and just bosses in general think that creativity operates on demand, like a light switch. like you could just press a light switch and I'm creative. That's not how that works. It's 100% not how it works. But one thing I will say, man, deadlines don't wait for inspiration. Unruly clients definitely ain't waiting for inspiration. So some nights you're gonna have stacked projects. Some nights you're gonna be constantly switching between meeting clients and meeting their expectations and meeting your own expectations, and being stuck in your head about, should I go this way with this design, or should I make it look this way with this design? Or, man, if I send them this and they don't like it, then what happens? You feel me? You're gonna have those nights, and it fucking sucks. Those nights can make you feel drained, and an easy way to get burned out in this entire career. You know, I got burned out from my clothing brand. I was working 16-hour days. I got burned out after like 4 years of it because I didn't feel like I was making the money I wanted to make. I didn't feel like I was making the progress I wanted to make. I felt like everywhere I tried to go, I ran into a wall, and it was because I wasn't taking care of myself. When you're constantly on go and you're constantly mashing at something, it makes it harder to see where you want to go. And the issue was I wanted it so bad. I wanted to be successful so bad that I didn't take time to take a step back and see where I could fix things. Because when you're so close to something, you can't see that the bigger picture. You can only see what's in front of you, and that's all I was on. I was just mashing. Like, I gotta make it happen. I gotta make it work. I gotta make it work. I was in full hustle mode, and burnout was right there. And it won. Burnout whooped my ass. Another con, client management. Not every project with a client is going to be smooth. Not every job is going to be smooth. Some clients might ghost you halfway through a project. Some clients might ghost you before they sign on to a project. This shit pissed me off, bro. So this client reached out to me on my website. They came through with their budget. They told me what they're expecting from a freelancer. We set up a discovery call. We get on the call. Everything's going great. She then disappears for 3 weeks. No nothing. Radio silence. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I should be getting this email or a call or a text or something here soon. Bet. Her message to me was, the scope of the project has changed, so we no longer have any opportunities available. I said, what the f? I had a client, well, not even, they never even became a client. I had a prospective client hit me up multiple times and ghost me. Like, they would pop in, hey, I'm ready let's start working together. Bet, cool. We get on, we did multiple calls, and we came up with the terms of the projects and everything like that. And when it came down, we signed the contract, or we were about to sign the contract, and we were about to get paid the same day, because I didn't start no work until I got paid, and they ghosted me. And then they came back 6 months later, did the same shit and ghosted me. I blocked that motherfucker so fast, bro. That getting ghosted by a client is a part of this journey, man, and it sucks, bro. Especially when you know the project will be fun to work on, and it's a lot of money, and you just know you like excited. They had me sign an NDA, my G. I just knew I had this shit. We talking every single day, you know, whether it's email, whether it's call, whether it's text, whether it's in Asana, whatever. We keeping in constant communication and then ghosted. Just like, what the fuck? Then you got other clients that'll flood you with texts. They'll flood you with feedback, or they'll flood you with changes. Can you move this over here? Can you move this over here? Can you erase this and put this? Can you start this? And then by the time you make all those changes, they come back to the very first version of the design. Like, oh no, let's just go back to version 1. Fuck do you mean? What are you talking? No, fuck that. No. Like, they'll hit you with, can you make it pop more? Like, what is pop? What does that even mean? You want me to change the color? You want me to add a background with you? Do you want me to add a shadow? What the fuck do you mean make it pop, bro? What does that even mean? So just learning how to set clear expectations and boundaries with clients is something you got to learn immediately, and you got to learn how to communicate effectively. That way you get this out the way early. You get it off the way off rip, so they can't keep coming back with these minuscule changes, and they can't keep coming back with these weird ass expectations of you. But the most important thing, learn how to say no, so you don't go crazy, so you don't destroy yourself in the process of trying to help them. Another con, the value gap. Clients don't always see the late nights that you spent researching. They don't see the details that you put in designs, revising endlessly just to get another revision right after that. Like, they don't see all that. They don't see all the self-doubt that you probably went through, or they don't see the changes you've had to make to yourself over time, in the work that you put in to get these skills right. They don't see none of that shit. They just see, ooh, it's a pretty picture. And that could be frustrating too. So it's important for you to educate them on strategy, problem solving, and the effort behind the work and the effort behind the designs. A big part of graphic design is helping them understand that what you do goes beyond visuals. Another con, market saturation. Oh my God. Graphic design has always been pretty crowded, but it's way worse now just because of the invention of AI. Every laptop has Photoshop on it, so now everybody that has a MacBook is a graphic designer, or a high-end PC is a graphic designer. And then you got the Fiverr designers, you got the Upwork designers, and you got AI that has come out of nowhere. Type a prompt in and press a button, and the work that you doing in 3 days, they doing in 30 seconds. It's just like, holy shit. It's tough. You know, standing out with all these inventions and all this competition, it can make you feel like a clone. Everybody's claiming to be the next big thing, right? Which makes it even harder for clients to see your unique purpose, you know? So it's a grind to prove you're the one that they're supposed to hire. You feel me? Like, you're the one they need to bring their project to life. But staying authentic to who you are and your design style, and refining that style over time, and delivering exceptional work and exceptional results, and proving to them that your methods work, is what will keep you ahead of the game. I would tell you, man, just keep working on your skills. Regardless of what AI program is introduced, what the world is telling you you need to do, if this is something you love to do, just continue to do it. Continue to fall in love with this, because you have a unique outlook on life, and it reflects in your design style. It reflects in your logos and your flyers and your banners. It reflects in how you speak to people. It reflects in how you treat people. And your style can't be duplicated by any design tool, by any AI tool. That tool can never replace the experiences that you've had in life. It just can't. So in conclusion, is graphic design the right career for you? I would say if you are creative, if you are passionate, and you have a great work ethic, it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. But hey, if you want one-on-one help, or you need advice for your portfolio, I got those services linked in the description. I offer those, so just hit your boy up. I would love to work with you and help you out, all right? As always, I love you guys, and I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.